Hello everybody, this is Funke Richard once again. Thank you for tuning in today. On this channel, we believe so much in taking you to the next level, making sure that you are the best that you were born to be, achieving great success in life. So we believe so much in your personal growth and development because it starts from there. If you do not believe in yourself, then how do you take action in life? And we also care so much for you, your personal life, your career, and also in your marital life. So we'll be talking on marital bliss on this channel. And your self-care is important. You need to take good care of yourself. If you don't take good care of yourself, you will not be able to achieve much in life. And very importantly, we are going to be having some faith-based teaching too. So it's loaded. Make sure you're always tuning to this channel, and you'll be glad you did all the time. So thank you again. Thank you for my subscriber. Thank you for subscribing to this channel. And for those of us who are new here or you have not subscribed before, please today make sure you subscribe. And please, as you watch this video, give it a thumbs up, like it so that I can get more coverage to reach more people. Thank you for joining me once again today. So today, this is the day 2 of I promise that for a few days to be coming, I'm going to be uploading some videos that will help us so that this year, because we said this year we want to get best result out of this year 2022, and I want you to be one of those that will get the best result out of this year. So yesterday we talked about goal setting. Please, if you have not watched the video, make sure you watch it. I'll try and see how I can link that video of yesterday to this one, the one we'll be talking about today. So please make sure you watch that. That's very, very important. This year must be a great year for you. You must achieve the best result this year. You must not be on the same level where you started at the beginning of the year when we come to the end of this year. I want you to, by the end of the year, to look back and say, yes, I've really gained a lot from this channel. That's my aim. That's what I want to achieve with you, so that together by the end of the year, we will achieve a lot in the goals that we have set for ourselves. So please make sure throughout the year you are tuning in. And please make sure this video, you are free to pause it and return to me, but please make sure you watch to the end. Okay, so yesterday we talked about setting goals. Today we are going to be talking about priority. That is very, very important. It's something that we miss so much because we don't put first thing first. So most of the time we are so much exhausted doing what is not really important, doing what does not really align, with our goals in life. So what is priority? Priority simply means is to consider or treat, something as of more important than others. When you consider something that this one is more important than this other thing, that thing has become a priority over the other one. When you treat something as of more important than another, what you are treating as of more importance has gained priority over the other one. So it's also about caring for something above others. So you have choices. You have more than one thing we are talking about here. But you choose to say, okay, for A, attach more importance to A. So A has become your priority over B. So that's very, very important for us to know. So it means that we have many things going on. We have many things around. But in the midst of all these many things, you choose to place priority over the others. So those things become so much important in your life. And that is what's going to help us when you are able to identify the things that are so important to your life and destiny. When you have been able to identify the things that aligned with your value that will lead you to your fulfillment in life, when you're able to identify them, it will help you, to be able to prioritize things well in your life. So having said that, I just want to say again that the word priority came from the word prior, which means, to come before something else. When we say something is priority, that means that thing came before another thing. So when I talk about priority, it comes before others. So in this year, what are the things that will come before others in your life? How are you going to list this thing that this one is the topmost, this comes second, this comes third? That's what we're talking about, priority today. So what comes before the other? What comes before the other? The one that will be at the top, that's your number one of all, is the most important thing to you. So let's have it in mind that when we're talking about priority, is what you consider or treat more, give more treatment than others. Okay, so what are the other baby phrases? There are some phrases that I came across that I just want to share with us. That's some phrases that are used for priority. I have something like prime concern. Prime concern is the first concern Okay, when you are thinking this one comes number one, in things that I'm concerned about, this comes number one. Then you have a most important consideration. What are the things that you want to give the most important consideration to? So these are important because priority, many a times we are not able to get this one settled. And do you know what happened? We spend majority of our times on things that are not of importance to us. So that's why our day gets messed up, time management gets messed up, accomplishment gets messed up. At the end of the day, you have been busy actually running from here to there, going from one post to the other. But at the end of the day, by the time you look at what you have been busy doing, you will discover most of the time that, oh, it's like I've wasted my time all day. It wasn't that maybe you weren't doing anything. You were doing something. Even if you were sleeping, you were doing something. But at the end of the day, you look at it, this thing that I've given my time to, how has it add value to me? How has it helped me in achieving my goals? How has it helped me in achieving purpose or vision or the dreams that I have in life? How has it helped? So it's important. If we must get the best result in the year 2022, we must get our priorities right. And that's why I'm doing this video today, so that we have time to reflect. As we're going on, please, you are free to pause it, take time of reflection. It will be good that you have your jotter, your pen with you, so that we can go along in this journey. Because now what we want to go to next is to determine your priorities, you must be able to answer the following questions. These are the questions that will help you, so that you truly know what your priorities are, so that you have a full understanding of the things that are important to you in your life. Okay, so the number one question that you will need to answer is that, what are those things that are of great importance to you in your life? What are those things that are of great importance to you? We said it yesterday, before you start setting your goals, you need to look at what is it that you want to achieve. Okay, what's the decision you want to make? Oh, this year, this is what I'm going to do, or this is who I want to be. You need to understand that. So for you to understand how to prioritize things in your life, you need to know the things that are of great importance to you. What are those things of great importance to you? When you're talking about your purpose, your vision, your dreams in life, what are the things that are of great importance to you? For every one of us, it's different. It may not be the same thing, and that's why it's so fortunate that we see people, you want to copy another person's goals or priority. It won't work for you, because the things that are of importance to another person may not be the things that are of importance to you. So by the time that your other person, maybe it's your friend or your brother or your sister, or is prioritizing things and is putting, for example, maybe for you this year, the thing that of great importance to you is that, oh, I want to do a lot about my health. I want to do a lot about my health. So I will need to maybe eat more of this, reduce this in my life. For your brother or your sister or even your spouse, that may not be what is of utmost importance to that person for that year. Maybe for your spouse, it could be, oh, this year in my career, I want to move to this level in my career. So your spouse is going to set his or her own goals based on career goals. Okay? And the priority, your spouse will give more priority on anything that has to do with his or her career over maybe health. Health may not be what is of utmost importance to him or her at that particular moment. But for you, it's health. So your priority, why you should put your priority, your health should come number one. Or maybe when it comes to career, it may be on your number 4. It's not on your number 1. So you need to recognize that. So you can't just copy another person, say, that in that family, oh, they take music is so much important to them. Every one of them, they play music, they love music. For your house, it may not be so. Your house, it may be something else. Your home may be community service. That's what you love. That's what you want to do. That's what the passion that you people have in your home. So by the time you are copying, say, oh, in that home they prioritize things. Any album that's out, they want to buy. Any music concert that's on, they want to go there. Then it's not what is important to you or your family. Then you want to go along with them. They are going, you want to go along with them. It's a misplaced of priority. Look for your own place. Okay? Look for your own place. Put your energy into it. That's what we are talking about today. Prioritizing. That is very, very important. So you need to recognize what are the things of great importance to you. This year, 2022, What is that thing, or what are those things that are so much important to you, that you want to achieve something in that area, that if you are able to do something in that area, it will give you so much joy, it will give you fulfillment. Why don't you look into those areas? Right now, you need to write down those areas of your life. Please, like we said yesterday, this is personal to you. Okay, this is personal to you, because whatever goals you are going to set, you will be the one to run it. Nobody is going to run it for you. So that's why you don't set goals based on anybody's opinion or view or perspective. Okay, this is about you, and you will be the one, to run the goals. Okay, so please think about it now. What are your priorities? And let me say this, there are some times that like in a family, you could have a child. If you are a parent or if you are a child, your parents' priority may not be yours. The same thing as parents. I know that it's difficult for us sometimes, to come to terms with it. We want, our children to just take after us in everything, in whatever we do. But their priorities may be different. Why will it be different? Because goals, the visions, the vision, the purpose, the dreams may be different. If you as a parent, you are an academician, and you have risen to the maybe level, you have your PhD, you are now a professor, and you are saying, oh, all my children, they must follow me in this. I want in my home that all of us will be academicians, we'll all be called doctors and professors. If that resonates with the children, why not? We've seen families like that. Then the family, they have all of them, maybe accountant or medical doctors or architects or things like that. If that resonates with your children, no problem with that. But if it doesn't, you don't say, okay, you have to. And we know that happens. Parents will try sometimes to impose things on our children. I'm not saying that we don't guide our children. So children too should have that understanding that sometimes, we need guidance from our parents, because children at times, they think they know it all, but they don't really know it all. And the parents are there to actually guide the children. But we as parents, we need to be careful so that we don't overdo this. We do not go overboard to just want to force everything that we want down their throat. That would not be okay. So what I'm saying is this. For you as a parent, the priorities of your children may be different. In fact, if you look in the life of the children that you have, from one child to the other, it's different. Their priorities are going to be different. While one want to commit to maybe social work, serving humanity, doing this, every one of us, we are all to serve one another. We are all to make impact and bless people. Yes, but the way we are all going to do it will be different. So one may be thinking in terms of maybe social work, I want to do this. One may be thinking in the line of academics. Oh, I want to be able to, I'm going to have some training center, I'm going to have a school or things like that. Where the other one is think of how to build an orphanage so the priority will be different. Where one is looking to the academic side, the other one is looking to social work. Where one wants to think, I want to start a daycare school, the other one is thinking of, what I want to do, I want to maybe carry a shelter for people. So, but if you want to lower the priority of one over the other, it's not going to work. Okay? So the same it is in life. So that's why I'm saying sometimes, even as children or as parents, our priorities from our children or from our parents may be different. Why? Because the purpose different. The purpose is just different. That is why our priorities are going to be different. For example, like the one that I started earlier on, for husband and wife, the husband this year is about health. I want to do more about my health. I need to cut down on this. I need to cut down on that. And for the wife, the health is, she doesn't really have anything much about her to do. So, okay, what I want to focus on this year is my career. So it would be wrong for the husband to say, no, you can't think of career. I'm doing health. You have to join me in doing the health something. It's not. I know that sometimes we make these mistakes because we don't have this understanding. We make this mistake. You want to lord your own likes, or you want to lord what is important to you over others. No, we need to respect our differences. I've done a video on accepting differences, things like that. You can check on my channel, you can get this, and please watch it. So for the husband and wife, you know what is of importance to the two of you this year. Of course, as a family, you can have what is important to you, what you as a family want to prioritize over all that. That's when you come together, you talk about this. Oh, as a family, these are the things we want to achieve this year. This is where we want to be at the end of the year, and you work things out. But when it comes to individual goals, you need to respect that. I can't say because I'm the wife, oh, this year I've said I'm going to do something along my career, so I have to force my husband and say, oh, why don't you go for this course? Why don't you write this like that? Why don't you do that? That may not be his priority for that year. So we need to know, what are those things that are important to us when it comes to, actualizing our dreams, our visions in life. So the next thing I'll move to quickly is, what are those things, that resonate with you, align with your visions and your dream? Okay, so you have said this year, we talked about setting goals yesterday. We said this year, what are the things I'll give priority to? What are the things I'll give priority to? Yesterday we talked about looking at the end results. Where do you want to see yourself at the end of the year? What are the desired results you want to see at the end of the year? What are the things you want to achieve at the end? Where do you want to see yourself at the end of the year? Then you now need to come, when it comes to priority, you need to look, what are those things that align with where you want to find yourself at the end of the year? What are those activities, okay? What are those resources that you will need, that you need to give priority to? What are the things, the habits that will get you there? Those are the things you will need to prioritize in your life. So, if you have said the vision that you want to say is your career, for example, so you need to look at it. What are the actions that you need to take? So you need, for you would prefer to go for a seminar that has to do with maybe career, in the career line, leadership, talking about team building, talking about all those kind of things where we want to find, depending on where you want to find yourself. You prefer to go to that kind of seminar rather than go for a seminar that they are talking about how to be on a plant-based diet. It's not bad if you have the leisure of time that you want to just watch something, but you will not put your energy and strength and resources into that, because while you have where you are going. So that's what we're calling priority. Does it mean that the other things are not important? They are important, but it's just that you have set yourself to put something as of more importance to you than others. Remember yesterday when we were talking about setting goals, I said that you need to know that in every areas of your life, good to have goals for every area, maybe one or two in each area. But that would be maybe about one or two or three of it that that this year I really want to dwell on this. I really want to do a lot in this area of my life. So those are the ones that you are going to put a lot of your time and resources into. Okay, for the other areas, you have something that's going on there, but not maybe on the high level like others. Because if you say you want to set equal goals for all areas of your life, you want to be doing everything at the same time you won't be able to do it. You will start, you are going to stop. 2 weeks, if you even try, if you are able to get it 2 weeks, you will drop out. So that is why it's just set for other areas of your life. You can set 1, 2 goals for so that none is stagnant. No area of your life is stagnant. You are moving forward in every area. But there will be that 1 or 2 that is of great importance to you that you are going to give priority to over others. You can see that we're talking about priority now. So those 2 areas of your life that you really want to dwell on this year, then you need to set the goals in details over there. How you are going to get there. Then it will now come to what are the things that you will need to do that will help you to achieve this. That's why I'm asking, what are those things that align with your vision? What are those things that resonate with you? Those actions that you need to take to help you to get to the end result that you want, you need to know them. Write them down, because you're going to give priority to those things over others. Okay. Now the third thing is this. What are those things that are important in relation to your vision or goal this year? What is the goal this year? Yesterday we talked about the goal that this year, what is the decision? What's the goal you are setting for this year? So what are those things that are important in relation to your goal? Just similar to what I've said earlier on. What are those things that are important in relation to your vision? What are those things that will help you to achieve your goal this year? You need to prioritize those things. You need to prioritize those things. If you said this year, by the end of this year, I want to be a very good swimmer. I'm not good in swimming. I want to be a very good swimmer. Then one of the things that you will need that will help you is to know that, okay, you are having a swimming class. Maybe, I don't know how many times in the week that would be sufficient for you. Maybe 2 times or 3 times in a week. You have set that. Then you need to except you are getting a private coach, or you need to get yourself registered. So by the time you do that, maybe you have been given a schedule. You have been given a schedule for maybe Monday, let's say Monday, Wednesdays, Fridays. That's your schedule. Then it will not be okay for you to go and put something else on those days. when your friend calls you that, we want to go and watch a movie on Monday. Monday at this time, say, and you know that it's so close to when you go for swimming, or maybe you just be coming back from swimming at that time, it's not going to be okay. Say, no, I will not be able to. If we have to go together, maybe we shift it to another day. If it's okay with them, they agree with you, okay, let's shift to another day. If they cannot go, then let them go without you. Not that we say, okay, because why? You don't want to offend others, because it's a great problem that we have. Why sometimes we are not able to fall through with our plans is because we allow people to just dump things into our plans and everything. We don't want to say no to them. We don't want to offend them, or sometimes you want to belong. That's not going to help you this. If you go in that way this year, it's not going to help you to get the best out of the year 2022. The year 2022 is here for you to get the best out of it. It now depends on you, on what you do with what you need to do. That is very, very important. Okay, let me pause at this moment. If you are watching this video and you have not clicked the like button, please click the like button right now. Please do so. It's good. We are saying a lot of things here that needs to get to other people. Please click the like button right now so that this video can get more views and be able to reach more people. And if you are here, if you have subscribed, I say thank you once again. If you have not subscribed, what are you waiting for? Please make sure that you click the subscribe button and just click on that subscribe there. Click on it. Thank you. Have you done so? Thank you. If you have not, please do so. Yeah. So the next thing is, what are those things, or which of the things that you have around you is urgent with a limited timeline or is time bound? For example, if you need to get something done this year, and let's say you want to register for a particular course, and the time for registration for the course is, if you don't get it registered by February, you will not be able to have it again this year. So that it becomes of great importance and priority. You need to place that one first. So you need that this course, I want to get this done. Maybe you that, especially, I'm using the example of somebody who wants to have a kind of career ladder. And you know you need by November, I need to write an exam so that by the end of the year, before the end of the year result is out, so I will be able to maybe get that promotion or something like that. So you know you need to get yourself registered for the exam. So that one it becomes very, very more important. Now, let's say you have money that you need to put into that. So you know that if I delay in this, it's not going to help me. Let's say you have that career as one of your goals this year, and you also have your health as one of the goals this year, and you have maybe a kind of something that be advertised, this is good for this type of health, something like that, and you need to put money into that. But you know that in the second quarter, you can still buy that. Okay, it's not that maybe if you don't get it, your health is going to, maybe anything is going to happen to you or anything like that. You know that you can still meet up in the second quarter of the year. So the one of your course become of more priority to you than the other one. So is very wise that you take the money and put that to register for your course, rather than put it to go and take maybe that supplement or that dietary plan or something like that, when you can still catch up with that later. So you see that how we are talking about priority. Now, these are two goals that you have set for yourself, just for the same person. You have set career goal, you have set healthy living goals for yourself for this year. But one comes before the other, because one is urgent, is important and urgent. That's why, when you talk about priority, there's no way you can run away from talking about some things that are important, things that are urgent, and things, the ones that are not urgent, the ones that are not important. But in this case, the two of them are important. They're important. Those are your focus for the year. But one, it has a kind of limited timeline. You need to get registered for this course. If you don't register for it now, you have missed out this year. So it's wise, register for the course. That one of the course has now gained priority over buying maybe the supplementary diet things or your healthy living things, because you know that in the next 2 months I'll be able to buy that. So we see that is now talking about even you yourself. How much more when you are talking about interferences that are coming from outside? You have said that this is the course that I'm going to do. Then somebody comes to you that, no, there's one thing, there's one scheme out there now. If you just put this money, into it, I'm telling you, in the next 5 months, your money will be double, your money will be triple. Then you take the money that you use to register for your course, you go and put the one that will double, and say, oh no, when it will double, it will triple. By the time, if it's even materialized like double and triple for you, you have missed that from the course. You have missed that from it. So we need to be careful this year. So know the things that are very, very important and urgent in your life. You have to do those things first. Okay? Do those things first. They're the things that are important. You have to schedule to do them. Just like we said the other time, the one that's important, you register for the course now. Then the other one is also important, but it's not as urgent as that one. Then you know, okay, the next 2 months, I'm going to buy it. Then you schedule that on your planning, your budgeting. The next 2 months, I'm going to get to this. I'm going to buy it. So you do that. Then there are some things that they are urgent but not important. They are urgent but not important. Oh, this one, that somebody calls you. This person is having a birthday party. The police, you have to come. It's tomorrow. You have to come, and you are not even aware of the birthday party before. Maybe even if you are even aware, it's tomorrow. But you have something for that tomorrow that is very urgent and is important that you cannot afford to miss. So for that one, why don't you? If somebody can attend on your behalf, why don't you do that? If you can sell something to that person, why don't you do that? Instead of canceling what is important and urgent over something that they said is urgent but it's not as important to you. That way you can delegate whatever is urgent but it's not important. Delegate to somebody else to do for you. It doesn't have to be you that will be there. Okay? If there's other things, you can set gifts ahead, do that. Instead of jeopardizing your time and your goals for the year. That's important. So you need to identify those things. As I'm talking now, I expect that you'll be noting this thing down. What are the things? Because we're talking about priority. You need to know what are of priority to you this year. When you know this is of priority to you, you give them more attention, more importance, and you will treat them better. And with that, you'll be able to accomplish great things this year. So the next thing is this, that let's say, what is it that may be difficult to achieve in coming year if you don't get it done now, you get it started. There are some things that the more you delay, the more difficult it becomes to achieve. Okay, so there are some things that maybe you want to get done, maybe in career-wise, or maybe it has to even do with maybe it's immigration things, or maybe just being able to achieve something that your age will impart. So why don't you get those ones started earlier? Don't let age now, kind of jeopardize your plan. Don't leave that next year I will do it. By the time you get to next year, maybe your chance, of getting it off, maybe accomplish that thing has become so slim. So there are some things you need to know. If I don't do this thing this year, what will be the impact? What will be the impact? So you need to know. There's something that maybe you need to get it done, or something you just need to get it started with. You get started with. You need to recognize that in your life. Then what will impact your joy or fulfillment if not achieved at the end of the year? We're talking of priorities. Some things that you need to do. We started by saying these are things that are very important to you. Now, if you are looking at these actions, things that you want to do or things that you shouldn't do. If I don't do this, will it impact my joy? Will it impact my fulfillment? Remember, we have said that you have a desired result at the end of the year. You have a desired result where you want to be, what you want to see, whom you want to be at the end of the year. Now, this action, if I don't do this thing, will it impact my desired result at the end of the year? Will it impact my joy? If at the end of the year I look back and say, oh my God, why did I waste my time? Why didn't I do this? Why didn't I do that? Is that where you want to be at the end of the year? So you need to recognize those things, those actions on a daily basis. When you feel like you are already falling out of line, look at what you have for the day. Look at the things you are doing. Any of this thing I'm doing, is it helping me to get to my desired result at the end of the year? Or with this thing that I'm doing, is it not taking my time so much and it's not adding to me at the end of the year? If I don't do this thing, will it impact my joy of my desired result? If I don't do this thing, will it impact my fulfillment at the end of the year of what I really want to see or whom I want to be? You need to look and be able to answer that question. If it's going to impact your joy and fulfillment at the end of the year, you better delete it out. And bring about those things that you know is going to help you to get your desired result at the end of the year. Those things that when you look back to this year, you say, yes, you'll be filled with joy. You are fulfilled. You are happy that, yes, this year has been a productive one. I've been able to do a lot. Okay? So that's what you want to see at the end of the year. Then again, you should be able to answer this question and say, what is it that I can get started on with limited resources? With what I have now, what is it that I can get started? You have things you have highlighted you want to do. Some maybe take some time that you need to work towards it, to gather something before you can get started. But some, you already have the resources around you that you can get started on. Get started with those ones. Get started. And as time goes on, you'll be able to work on others that you don't even have any resources regarding. You know how to gather the resources you need, then you get started later. But the ones that you have right now, start doing something along that line. That is very, very important. So the last thing I will be talking about is what will be your end result at the end of the day. Will it give you joy? Will it add value to you, add value to others? Will it give you joy? Will it give you fulfillment? At the end of the year, when you are looking back on the things you have done, has it accumulated to giving you joy? You look back and say, yes, I'm so happy with myself, what I've done this year. I'm so happy. This is very good. I've lived a very productive life this year. Will that be what you will be saying? Or will it be full of regrets again? I wasted my time, this and that? No, don't let that be your own testimony. So please, get your priorities straight this year. Put first thing first. That is important. And one of the things that's going to help us to be able to live a life, to prioritize our life, our time, and everything, is to learn to say no when you need to say no. Know when to say no, and learn to say no when you need to say no without feeling guilty. That's going to help you a lot. And when you have things planned very well, you know what is it that resonates with you. You know how you are going to impact people. Of course, helping people is part of the things we do. Imparting people is part of the things we do. There's time for sacrifice. But just like I said during the YouTube live, it won't become your everyday that everything interference here and there to your plan, and you're not able to run your plan. Make sure every day you look at your day. How have you prioritized things? The things you have done for the day, has it added value in any way? Does it align with your vision for the end of the year? And as you do that, you will feel more fulfilled. At the end of the year, you will be happy, and you will be ready to take more challenges in the coming year. Thank you once again for joining me today. Tomorrow is another day. Please make sure that you listen to this, watch it to the end. If you have not subscribed, subscribe, please. Please give it a like, click the like button, give it a thumbs up if you have not done so to this moment, and recommend the videos to others. Thank you so much. God bless you.